Today, I think I need to turn this on. Yeah. Today, I'm going to talk about repetition. Repetition, especially when it comes to reading books. As you already know, for the past 12 months, I've been reading a lot of books. I bought more than 180 books. And some people think now that I lost my mind. And to be honest, I also thought that to a certain extent. Like, yo, what's actually wrong with me? What's the issue? Well, I came from a place where I was like, this life is not lifing, right? That the life that I'm currently living is not giving. Something had to change, but I didn't know what. I didn't know what. But I actually remember that a lot of people that shifted their life jumped into books. A lot of people that actually ended up changing their life started reading books. So I was like, why am I not reading books? Especially because I had a client that I was taking the train to actually go and see them. Let me see how I'm gonna put this. Wait, I need to put this properly so you guys so my people from YouTube can actually get me. So I was taking the train to actually go to my client, and it was taking me 1 hour and 30 minutes per way to go there. So back and forth, it was 3 hours. But that's only once I'm in the train. So you actually need to include the moment I leave the house to go to the train station, wait for the train station, and the moment I arrive there, and then I actually have to take a bike for like 7 to 10 minutes to be to the office. So I had like 3 hours and 30 minutes every day that I would go there. And in the beginning, I would go 3 times per week. So can you imagine? I was spending more than 3 hours in the train every day to go to my client. And the first days, what was I doing? I was on my phone scrolling. So at some point, I was like, but I am not like that. I am the type of people that I love to win time, right? I love to actually have the feeling that what I'm doing makes sense, that I am actually winning. So that's why I was like, listen, I have one or two books at home. Let me start reading them in the train. And that's what I did. I was reading on my way to my client. One book leading to another, leading to another, leading to another. That's how I ended up tapping into the knowledge that I have now. But it started from a point of realizing that things cannot keep being as they have been and actually trying something different. You see? So many people want to change the trajectory of their life without actually trying something new. How is that? How do you think it is through something that you've been doing forever that something amazing is going to come out? That thing that you've been doing forever, you already know the ins and outs. You've been doing it. You know everything. Why do you think I stopped being a wedding photographer? Why do you really think that I stopped being a wedding photographer? Well, it's because I've been in for so long and the joy starting to diminish. The joy is starting to be less. I was less enjoying being a wedding photographer, and that's why I was like, I cannot keep doing this. I don't know what good is gonna come from that, right? So if right now you are at a point of your life where you actually want to shift things, what I want you to ask yourself is, what are the three things that you already do now that brings you the highest joy, that brings you the highest excitement, right? And another reason, and another thing that I realized the second I started reading books is when you read books, it's like you are engaging in one-on-one conversations with author. I am sure that you already heard the saying that you are the sum of the five people that you see the most in your life. Well, me, I don't have that many friends. I have people that I see from time to time, I have people that I call mostly, but I spend most of my time with my wife and my son. So the more I kept buying books, the more I was reading books, the more I was actually having one-on-one session with those people who actually write books. And can you imagine if you start surrounding yourself with author of amazing books? Can you imagine if now you start having in your phone phone numbers of amazing entrepreneurs who made a lot of money, people that are successful, which type of person do you think you are going to become? You are going to become successful yourself. Because you see, the life that you're living now, it's not serving you. It's not serving you. You may be in a situation where happiness is nowhere to be found. And what's even more funny is that if you ask yourself, what are the 5 people that I spend the most time with? You're going to see that you may not even want to live the life that those people are living, but still you continue to see them every day. Is it making sense? It is not. So, what I actually started doing is I bought all those books and I realized, oh my God, here I am. I am actually changing my frequentation. I am actually spending more time with people that life I think are really interesting. And I would love to be in their shoes for more than 24 hours. The life that you create comes from the thoughts that you have in your mind. The thoughts that you have in your mind come from the environment that you spend time with. And only you can choose, only you can decide in which environment do I want to spend time with. I'm going to say it again. The life that you create comes from the thoughts that you have in your mind. The thoughts that you have in your mind come from the environment that you spend time with. And the environment that you spend time with, it is only you who choose that. So if you keep spending time with people that you do not want to live their life, what kind of life do you think you are creating? What kind of thoughts do you think you are creating? That's why I started reading those books, because I was now having one-on-one session with authors every day. They became my bestie. They became the people with who I was going out. I was going out with them to drink a coffee, to eat something. And when you do that, it is undeniable that you're going to change. You are going to meet the same situation that you had in the past, but instead of taking the choice that you did in the past, you are going to take a new choice. You are going to make a new choice. You are going to create something new and you are going to get a new result. That's how it works. So you see, reading books is the best thing that you can do. And hear me out. If you are single, I am not, but if you are, start reading books. You know why? Because the second you start walking outside with one specific book like this one, The Diary of a CEO from Stephen Bartlett, people are going to start noticing you. Let's say now you're living a life that you know is not serving you and you want that life to change, right? You want it to change. Now, how do you want your relationship with your future girlfriend or wife to be? How do you want your relationship with your future boyfriend or husband to be? Do you want to be able to have amazing conversation talking about, I don't know, motivation, passion, money, stocks, whatever, mind stuff? Well, then if you start reading books, you are actually preparing yourself. And if you're single and you start going out to take a coffee alone and you have books with you, people are going to start noticing you. The girl that you're looking for might notice you. The man that you're looking for might notice you. So you see, there are so many advantages when you start reading books. I always say this example. Maybe in all my videos, I always bring this example. Let me bring my mic up just to be sure that you're going to hear me correctly. And now the example is going away, but it's going to come back. So start reading books today. Do not wait. I have a friend. She actually started buying books, and she bought one book, and she struggled to read it. I told her, yeah, the issue is that you only bought one. Buy 6, buy 10. You have to overwhelm yourself with books in the beginning, because what are you trying to achieve? What you want is to break the pattern. You want to stop being your old self. You want to break the habit of being yourself, because you've been the old self for so long and the results that you're having are not serving you. So you want to change. But if you really want to change, if you want to break the cycle that has been going on, what kind of actions should you take? Should you take moderate action, Or should you jump butt naked in the sea? That's what I did. You want to buy, instead of buying one book, buy 10. So that the moment you start reading one, if you don't like it, you switch, you go to the second. Not that you switch and then you go to Netflix, or you switch and you go to HBO, or you switch and you go to the nightclub. You actually want to surround your mind with amazing books so that you're going to read and read and read and read. The example that I take all the time, now it's back, is that the second you take a pill and you swallow it, you never tell your body, or you never tell the pill where it should go, where it should send the zinc, the magnesium, and all that. You never do that, right? Because there is a superpower within yourself. There is an infinite intelligence within yourself, within your body, that already knows everything. Did you ever ask yourself how come you never have to think about where your blood must go, or to keep your mouth wet, or your eyes wet, or your ability to hear? You never think about those things. You never focus on that. How come? It means there's a system that is running without your conscious approval. I'm going to say it again. There is a system within yourself that is running without your approval. Don't you think it's amazing that in order to walk, or just in order to do this, I just have to think about doing it? I just have to, from a non-physical point of view, think about something, and then I start doing it. Don't you think it's crazy? You never see a book doing that. I can have the book here. The book is never going to open the pages on itself. But we have that ability. So unless you actually realize how powerful you are, how every day you wake up, take a shower, think about what you're going to work, dress, what you're going to put on to go to work. You dress up, you leave the house, and on your way to work, you make like a millions and millions and millions of decisions before you actually arrive at work. You are the one doing all that. And once you are at work, you continue thinking from a non-physical perspective, and you take another million sets of decision in order to go through the day, and then you come back home and it never ends. That's how powerful you are. So unless you actually consciously realize that you are the one running the show, you are the one running your life, you are the one using your infinite power to direct your life all the time, your infinite power dwelling inside of you is going to keep running the show without your awareness. So now what I want you to be aware of how powerful you are, because you are the creator of your reality. You are the creator of your life. Everything that happens in your life comes from your thought point of view. Everything that you think about, you end up talking about it, taking action, and then the results of your actions are the one directing your life. So it is time for you to actually realize how powerful you are. Isn't it crazy that often you have ideas and people think it's crazy? You're going to tell people, oh, I'm going to do this. Your mom or your uncle or your brother, oh, it's crazy. Until you actually do it. When in the beginning, it was just a thought. It was something that you couldn't feel, you couldn't see, you couldn't touch. It was there in your mind somewhere. By the way, the mind is not in the head. The mind is every cell of your body. And then you actually end up taking action, and you feel the excitement, and then you take more action, and then you feel again excitement, and then you have the results. So that's how powerful you are. You create your life. So until you realize it, that you are the superpower creating everything in your life, that superpower is going to keep running the show. That's how powerful you are. You are so powerful that if you think that you are no one, you are going to live the life of a no one person. So it is then time for you to actually realize that you have to start believing that you are the shit. And the more you will hang out with people that are making more money, you're going to realize they just believe that they are those type of people. This is a belief game. So if you don't have money now in your bank account, just know it's because you accept to be that person. You believe to be the type of person that doesn't have money. It's not your mom, it's not your dad, it's not your employer, it's not your manager. It is you. It is you and no one else making that to you. I swear, the second you realize it, the second you start putting processes in your life, oh, and now my light is going off. Anyway, we're going to continue. The second you actually realize that it is your superpower doing everything in your life, I swear, the more I hang out with people that are making a lot of money, I just realize for them, it is normal to know that they deserve that kind of money. But from where I come, it is so difficult to accept the fact that you must have more money. We keep believing that it is normal for us to not have more money. Therefore, we live a life with less money. If I show you my phone, I have like 6 to 7 affirmation that rings every 3 hours. Whenever it rings, I read them out loud 7 times. It is all about abundance because now I know how powerful I am. And unless you consciously realize your power, unless you consciously use the power that you have within yourself, you are going to live the life that you've been living. You are going to live the life that's going to keep your environment comfortable. Do you know how many people are afraid to step into the power because they don't want the brother, the mother, the dad to be uncomfortable? But hear me out. The second you realize how powerful you are, the second you start tapping into your power and go after your dreams, all the people that you wanted to be comfortable are going to come to you and be like, what do you know that I don't know? Your life is changing. I see that you realize something. What is going on? We are done keeping other people comfortable. We are going to be millionaire, multi-millionaire. We are going to live the craziest life ever because we realized how powerful we are. We grew up in condition that didn't make it easier for us to believe in ourselves, to actually realize that we have the power, we have the creativity. And listen to this, creativity is infinite. Creativity is infinite. You will never reach the end of your creativity. And when you pay attention, the people that are creative and the people that believe themselves to be the type of people that deserve to make a lot of money are the one making a shit lot of money. On the other hand, people that do not believe in creativity, people that think that they are not creative, people that do everything but creative stuff, they do not live that extravagant life. And I am not just talking about physical stuff. I am talking about the joy of creating something. I'm talking about the joy of having an idea and working through it and then seeing the result. And if we take 1 second to actually look at our parents are actually, especially if you are African, are actually the biggest dream killers. Our parents are the biggest dream killers. But they don't do that because they don't love us. They love us. But no one actually told them, hey, those ideas that come in your mind, you can make millions out of them. No. Instead, people told them, you have to be a doctor, you have to be an engineer. But do you know what the life of a doctor is? He barely has time to enjoy his money. Barely has time to enjoy his money. So I am telling you, in 2025, from here, your life is going to depend on one and only one thing: the next 5 books that you're going to read. If you do not read books moving forward, I am telling you, it is going to be difficult for you. It's going to be difficult. You must force yourself to read minimum 10 pages per day. You can start with 2, with 5, but the goal is 10 pages per day. In 1 month, you would have read 300 pages. That's a book, sometimes 2 books. At the end of the year, imagine if you have 12 books inside of you. Now you become a walking library. Now the conversations that you have with people are like, can I have your phone number? Do you have LinkedIn? Can we be friends? Because you use different words now. You understand different concepts. People just speak to you for 1 minute. You can understand everything about them and you can gently slide away from them. This game of life becomes so easy the moment you realize that you've been the one creating your life the whole time. The whole time. And now I'm going to jump in the plate with both feet. You are creating your life because you are God. I swear, that's the game. That's the only reason why you are the creator of your life. It is because you are God. But the lie is so big. The lie is so big that we are even afraid to believe in the concept that we are God. And I am telling you, not from the point of arrogance as society wants you to believe, but you have within yourself the creative power, the same one that was used to create the universe, the same one, the same power. And that's how you create your life. That's how you create your life. But it is such a process. It is such a process to actually remember how powerful you are. Because, every day I've been going live for the last 25 days on my YouTube channel. And I often say the same thing, that you are God, that you are powerful. But the lie is so big about who we are that we choose to believe that we are less than, that we deserve less money, that we deserve less love, that we deserve clothes that are not good. Do you know that you have people that are wearing clothes that cost $20,000, 20,000 euros? From this perspective, we can be like, yeah, they don't know what to do with their money. They don't know what to do with their money. Da, da, da. But it is just money. It is just money. Do you understand what I'm saying? How can someone reach the point where they are going to invest 20,000 euros in clothes? And I'm talking about, I don't know, a jacket and it's 20,000. I swear, until you start lying to yourself, because it is about lying to yourself. You see how my veins are coming out? Because everything that you believe about yourself, it's because someone else lied to you and you started believing it is true. I remember when I was 13, I was living in Cameroon. I went to my friend's house. I recorded a song. I was so happy about the song. So happy. So happy. I record the song. I burn it on the CD. I run home because I want to play it for my brothers in the house and stuff like that. I put the CD. My mom was there. I was like, don't care. Put the song. Hit play. It's playing. Then my mom comes in the living room. Who's rapping in that CD? I'm like, it's me. I'm 13. I have full joy. And then she goes, remove that shit with your ugly voice. I never want to hear it again. What is that? She crushed me. It crushed me. I was 13. It crushed me. Oh, man. I can still remember. It really killed me. It destroyed me. You cannot imagine. Even just saying now, I can feel the tears coming in my head. It really killed me. After that, it was so difficult for me to rap again. It was so difficult for me to use my voice and sing and rap. But you see, we choose our parents before we actually arrive on earth from the non-physical perspective, because like I say, you never saw the Wi-Fi or the 5G. But the only reason why you can watch me now, it doesn't matter if you're watching it live on YouTube or on Instagram, the only reason why you can watch me, it's because of the Wi-Fi or the 5G. So you don't need to see the Wi-Fi with your eyes to believe that the Wi-Fi is there. You just need to see the icon, and the icon on your phone or your laptop, and the Wi-Fi is there. It is the same thing. Your icon to know that you have an infinite power within yourself is that you are alive. That's your icon. So before you come to life, you are like, I am going on earth, and the best people to put me in the most amazing condition to realize everything that I'm coming to do is going to be this woman and that man. And guess what? There is nothing they can do about it. Because from the non-physical perspective, you are the one choosing your parents. You are the one picking them. So that's why sometimes you have people that have a kids, but they don't marry. It's like me. I didn't marry the mother of my son. My son just came through us, right? So whatever is happening in his life, from his non-physical perspective, he saw all that and he chose me and his mom, knowing we are the best freaking people on this planet to help him reach what he's coming to do. So whatever my mom did to me, it is now my job, my necessity as an adult to forgive her. Because everything that ever happened to you is for your own good, even if you cannot see it. So it might be that my mom told me that thing, so I actually step away from rapping so that I don't get into the trajectory of so many people that rap in our countries back in Africa. I don't know. But with all the knowledge that I have, I know it is more than my duty to forgive her. Because do you want me to get deeper? I'm going deeper. Everything that happened to you when you were a kid, everything, or I mean your whole life. It doesn't matter if your girlfriend cheated on you with your best friend. It doesn't matter if your dad was slapping you every day. It doesn't matter. You still have on your body and around you that negative energy. That pain is still embedded in you, and you have to release it. You have process to release those energy so that you can go higher. Sometimes you've been through moment in life when you felt like, but why me though? Why is it always complicated? Why is it always tough? Well, it is because of those energy, and we need to release it. You have to release those energy in order to go high. So when you choose your parents and you come here on earth, they are the best one to receive you and teach you everything that you need, or not teach you what you need. Because think about this. If this is the universe, right? Looks like a pretty tiny universe. Let me take what you have. Let's say this. You are not even the size of a dot on this page. You're not even the size of a dot. The universe is huge. Just think about the building that you live. How many people live in your building? Now think about your neighborhood. How many people live in there? Now think about the city. How many people live in your city? Now think about your country. How many people live in your country? Now think about your continent. How many people live in your continent? Now think about all the continents. How many people live inside all of them? And then you have the universe. And then you have multiple universe. And then you have you. You are infinitely small in the universe. So everything that happened in your life, just know it's good for you. Even if you lose a finger, whatever it is, because all those other things are happening in all the universes at the same time. So what end up happening to you is good at that time. So we need to forgive our parents. We need to forgive our ex. We need to forgive our co-workers. We need to forgive our brothers and sisters, because the more you forgive, the more you release that negative energy. And now amazing stuff just start coming to you. You don't even know what's going on. I swear. You receive money out of nowhere. You receive good news out of nowhere. Like, just good stuff start happening to you. And then you get a new job. And then you get this. And then you get a new idea, a new opportunity. We are way more as human beings than we've been told. And I swear to you, the second you are going to realize how powerful you are, the second you are going to start saying every day, I am amazing. I am amazing. I am amazing. I am successful. I am successful. I am beautiful. I am whatever. Because I am is the key. Everything that you say after I am, it's like you are on the Uber app and you are ordering. So when you speak with people during the day, always be aware when you say I am, je suis, whatever language it is, ik ben. Whenever you say I am, if it's negative, pause and reframe your sentence. How many uncles did you see growing up? Whenever they were coming to the house to see your parents, they always had a sad mood, always bringing sad topics, and always saying that things were not going well in their life. How many times? They 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 didn't know that whatever they were saying with their mouth, they were ordering more of that. On the other hand, the uncles that were making a lot of money, number one, they would barely speak. They would always be quiet, I swear. Because what's the point of speaking too much in an environment where people are not going to understand you? They're not going to understand. Do you know what it is to be in a family where we are 6 kids, 6 engineers, and you are the only one that choose to take a different path, a path of photography, a path of whatever? Do you know what it is? You feel like you're crazy. You feel like you lost it. But fast forward 10 years later, I am so happy that I chose a different path. I am so happy that I kept following that little thing in my body, in my head, telling me, yeah, try it a bit, try it more, try it more. Because now I know my possibilities are infinite. I know my possibilities are infinite. And I am going to Los Angeles in 4 days because I posted freaking 122 videos on Instagram. You cannot make this up. So every time you go after joy, every time you go after the highest excitement, it is law. Things are coming your way. So do not listen to people that tell you it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to them. I always say if you had to write the characteristic of money, how is money? Is money fearful or is money joyful? Is money afraid or is money excited? Right? So whenever you are doing something and you feel the excitement, I swear you can just think like a kid and come up with ideas or ways to make money. Maybe the first one is not going to work, but if you keep pushing, it's going to come. It is law. It is law. And during COVID, we saw that trees started growing under the concrete. The water became clearer. More animals were, coming out of the woods to actually be in the city. Because the law of the universe, they are always true. Men can create concepts, men can create lies, but the moment we the noise stops, the universe is always at the forefront. So I am telling you, it is more than time for all of us to remember how powerful we are. We are so powerful. We are so powerful. But sometimes we fall again in the lie. And that's why you have to cut people, not because you do not love them, but because you cannot grow in the water or in the chains that kept you in bondage. You see, you have people right now around you that love you, but they only love this version of you and they cannot understand where you are going. They cannot, they will not. They will not understand that. And sometimes it can be your dad, it can be your mom, it can be your brother, it can be your sister. I am telling you, you have to create your own path. You have to look at the people that you spend the most time with and ask yourself, do I want his life? Do I want her life? If the answer is no, run. Run. Do not pick up the phone anymore. They call, you answer the next day or 2 days later. I swear. Did you know that right now you have a field of energy within yourself and around you as big as a football stadium? as big as a football stadium, and it is with you, within you, all the time, every day. And it is the same for everyone. And that's why sometimes you enter a room, no one has even spoken, but you can already know who is mad, who is angry, who is happy. It's because those energy fields are always touching themselves the whole time. So, sometimes I don't know. The moment I discovered everything I know, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. We are so powerful, man. I swear. We are so powerful. So we need a routine. We need a routine to talk to yourself in front of the mirror. You have to talk to yourself in front of the mirror every day. Every day. Talk to yourself. Ask yourself question. Why are you sad today? What is going on? What can I do to help you? Oh, I'm proud of you. I love the way you spoke to your manager today. That was really good. High five. I love you. You have to do that. Even if you do not understand, and I am telling you, you are going to see the shift. Now it doesn't matter the room that I enter, bro. I am ready. I am ready. Put me in front of anyone, anyone. I am ready. I still identify that when I'm speaking to people that I perceive them to be making a lot of money, before the conversation starts, I am gonna be a little bit shy, a little bit. But the moment they ask me a question, and as I start answering, game over, game over. I put my Superman suit on. I remember that I am God. I remember that I am God energy. And I remember that everyone is afraid and that there is no need to be afraid. You see what I mean? Come on, come on. Keep putting those fire emoji. We are really powerful. We are so powerful. Listen to this. We are so powerful that we can choose our own mental jail, and we believe in it and we live in it. Isn't it crazy that sometimes when you think that your girlfriend doesn't love you, then she starts actually behaving as someone who doesn't love you? Everything that she does, you think, oh, it's because she doesn't love me. Isn't it crazy that the second you start thinking that your manager is an asshole or he's mean, everything that he does, because whatever you believe becomes, that's how powerful you are. That's how powerful you are. So you, I swear, I don't know how to tell you this because this is how my life is changing. This is how my life is changing. You have to, really, there is nothing that you have to do, right? There is nothing that you have to do because there is freedom of choice. No one can force you to do anything. But if you want to change your life, if you are tired, if you are tired of living this life, you have to start meditating. Coming from where I come from Cameroon, having lived there for 22 years, meditation is, you know, like, what is that? What are you talking about? You're gonna what? Nah, we need to bring you to the village. People need to, pray on you, kill a chicken and spread the blood somewhere. You're gonna what? But I'm telling you, the lies are universal. The lies are universal. So what I'm sharing with you now, I want you to be aware. The lies are so deep that the only thing that I want you to do is to do it, but tell no one that you're doing it. Do it for 14 days. Do it for 30 days and see for yourself, right? See for yourself. Meditate 10, 15 minutes every day. You just sit down, no music, no nothing. The only thing that I can tell you to do, you put your headphones to maybe block some noise, right? And that's it. No, no, nothing. You just sit down and you just feel the air going inside your nose and outside your nose. Do it, but tell no one. Tell no one. Because when you start, you're too fragile. Anyone can break you. Someone can see and be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You're meditating. Look at this one. Look at this one. Hey, 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 come and see. He's meditating." That's what's going to happen to you. And when it happens, you can stop, right? Because you are not strong enough. But I am telling you, the way your life is going to change, you are not even ready. The the truth that's going to come your way, you are not even ready. You are not even ready. There is such a big lie about who God is, about who God are, because God is feminine, masculine, plural, that when you are going to start hearing the truth about who God really are, even you are not going to believe, because the lies are universal. It is everywhere on the planet about which and what and who God is. I am telling you, because you are God. It doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. It doesn't. And my phone is dying. And my phone died. It doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. It doesn't matter. You are God. You are. You really are. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching this amazing live. It was really, really on fire. And before this live, I actually asked for guidance. And I think what Source want me to do is to actually help everyone remember that they are God. I think that's the topic where I'm mostly on fire. So thank you, and I will see you in the next live.